Are there any ladies in the audience?
Women, yes. Ladies, no.
Okay, sorry, women.
Yeah, there's a difference.
I don't know what that means.
In
Okay.
other words, fire away.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right. Any? Well, wow. It's 2017. Any born female or sex change female ladies in here tonight? Yeah. Any? You have boyfriends?
Ooh, that silence is telling.
Oh man. There's no. I wish I had a boyfriend.
All right.
I wish I had a girlfriend, more so, but instead I have a cat. I have a 9-year-old cat named Ladybird. She is the bane of my existence. See, I love cats, but all she does is eat, vomit, shit, and hide under my bed. And now she's like losing fur and she sucks. Recently I found out that semen is hard to get out of fur. Yeah. Well, no, it's her fault. So like a normal man, I'm 30, single. I don't have a wife or any kids or nothing else to ruin my day except for that fucking cat. So when I beat my tater, I happen to have a printer on my desk, and she likes to perch herself on there and judge me. So I'm like getting there, like, yeah, well, watching my adult stories, having at it. And then sometime, I don't know if it's that like she just figures it's like feeding time every time that I'm doing that. She gets all excited. She's like, hey, what's going on? Something's moving around over there. Is it time for food? And it turns into an ever-growing battle of like me, like trying to watch my stories, and she's moving around up there, and like I don't just have like a free hand to like hey, get out of the way. I have a jizz rag, so I'm like well, so I have to choose between holding that, dropping that on my leg, and pushing her away, which means that I've held that jizz rag that I've jizzed inside of before, and pushing my cat. And now I have to tell my friends you can't touch my cat because she's got old jizz all over her. So I have to choose between like no, and then well, let's do this. Now I can do both. Hold on a second. I have to show you the real thing, how it's going on here for reals. Chair? There's a chair over here somewhere. I saw one. Let me see that chair for a second. Sorry to interrupt. Visual of how this really goes down. So it's really like this. It's like no. Get the fuck out. Oh, I missed the favorite part. Jizz all over her face, and I fucking realize I'm just like, God damn it, cat. So that happens all the time, and I get so fucking pissed. But I don't know. I have to like put her in like I have to lock her in the bathroom now when I do that because she just keeps doing that. But one time that happened, and I was I was out of town for like 3 days, and then the cat came down off her little printer where she perches and just watches me, and she jumped down this weird direction over the bait towel. And it shot over there, and it was like on. I'm like, oh shit! And I'm like, I tried to get her. She ran out of the bed. I'm like, oh boy, that's a messy cleanup. So next time my buddy came over, he's like, hey, Ladybird. I'm like, don't touch her. She has fleas, flades, or cades, cat aids. There you go. That was a messy cleanup. But so I'm, a normal 30-year-old adult male. And I watch a handsome amount of porn, which is the right amount of porn. And I think the wrong amount of porn. See, like here's the right amount of porn, which is the handsome amount. Is you get the job done, and you go about your day, and then maybe you come back, and a couple hours later you do 2 to 3 sessions a day. Sure, fair enough. That's maybe abnormal. I don't think so. But I'm not looking at like anything online. So, but hey, that's fine. But creeps, weirdos that are doing like, marathon binge porn watching, that's a little weird. But I think there's a healthy amount of porn. That's if you watch it and you go about your day and you come back and whatever. The weird thing is recently, I found like there's a porn star. I'm like, oh, she's attractive. Let me look her up on I'm like, what's her name? It doesn't show. So I'm like, well, there's weirdos that leave comments. So I'm gonna hopefully one of them will leave a comment of what her name is. And there's like 25 to 86 guys like me. What's her name? What's her name? Who's that? Who's that? What's her name? And I have the common sense not to fucking put myself on the internet in a porn site, so I don't do that. And then every 5 or 6 comments, there's always like one girl like, I wish somebody would fuck me that way. And there's like 19 guys, I'll fuck you that way. Oh, I got a big old cock, I'll fuck you that way. And I'm like, they're all over the place. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? No one's gonna find you and fuck you that way. It's like, it's insane. And they actually have links to where you can I've looked up like 25 of these guys on Facebook. I'm like, are you kidding me? I know what they look like, I know where they live. It's a nightmare, and these people exist. They're fucking horrible. They're all, if you make a profile and you comment on porn videos, you're a goddamn freak. You're not a normal person. That's weird. That's fucking weird. If you go to a convention, you get a fucking poster signed by your favorite pornographer, and you fucking give it to your fucking grandson, you're a weirdo. That's fucking crazy shit. And people like that exist by the fucking thousands. It's insane. But every once in a while, you'll find like a gem, and every 10 to 18 comments down, there's always one guy that's got a great sense of humor. Everyone's like, what's her name? Like, oh, I'll put it in your ass really deep. And like, then you get ones like, does anybody know a good recipe for chicken parmesan? And then everybody attacks that guy, and I'm dying. And then another 16 comments down, someone's like, yeah, you take chicken, you take some Parmesan, and you take some herbs and spice them. Like, God, they write like literally a 2-page thing of the explicit, like the exact recipe of how to make a perfect chicken Parmesan. And I did it once. It was amazing. It was so good. It was on point. I'm like, my God, he wasn't fucking around. He fucking knew what he was doing. It was great. So besides the people that go to the conventions, the only other people that are fucked up are people that watch foot porn. I don't get it. That blows my mind. Like, I get everything else. A couple of you went, oh, so that means you probably do that. Weirdos, you goddamn freaks. It's like, here, I get everything else. I get it all. It's fine. Like, I mean, I've got my own things I won't tell you, but it's off for me when you're doing this. Like, yeah, like they're doing the whole thing, and at the very end, the girl's like, yeah, dude. Yeah. You like my foot? Who gives a shit about your foot?
I'm into it.
Yeah, Syrup.
Oh boy. Fair enough. Well, he's got handsome feet. I get that. They're swollen. I don't know what you've been doing all day, but you walk around all day like that?
No, that's what every day.
Where does he put those? And you have a baby because of that? Holy shit. Is that your baby?
Huh?
Is that your baby?
No.
Okay, fair enough. You're babysitting, I get it. Okay. I forgot where I was going with this. So I've got a string of very irrational phobias, but they're weird. Like, I mean, one of them makes me feel better about myself, because I've got a phobia of sharks, which is like, it's rational in a sense, because I just don't go to the ocean, but like, I'm scared of sharks. And then I've got this other one that's really bad, I'll tell you in a second, but it makes me feel better because my friend's got an even more irrational phobia, and his is he watched the movie Taken. I won't say his name. Let's say it's Jim, even though it's Daniel Martin. No. So he watched the movie Taken. He will not go to Europe because in his mind, he's a 16-year-old beautiful woman that's going to go to an airport and get kidnapped and sold on the sex market. And I thought he was joking for the longest time, but he won't. I told him about trying to backpack in Europe. He's like, I won't do it. It's like, no, like, why not? He's like, remember that movie Taken? Like, yeah, it was a movie. Like, that happens like 1.5% of the time. And they are predators on these young girls that like don't know what they're doing. He's like, but still, dude, it could happen. Oh boy, This big, strong guy won't go there because he's afraid of being abducted, bullied, and sold into the sex slave trade. It's great. He won't experience the beauty of Europe because he's afraid of just getting molested or touched, his wiener touched a little bit by a few men. Big whoop. If you get to explore Europe that way, I'd do it. Big time, absolutely. But my phobia, I've got, and mine's very irrational. It's weird because I've never had this, but my biggest phobia is being pinned down by two big men and being ass fucked. And it seems weird because, like, I mean, it won't happen. It could happen if I was in prison, but like just on the street, it's not going to happen. It might, but the chances are very, very slim. But like, I just walk down every once in a while. I just think, I'm like, fuck, that would suck. But like, I'm thinking, like, what could you do in that situation? And all you can do is move your asshole around as like a moving target. So like, stop, stand still, And they just couldn't get it. But like, that runs through my mind at least once a week, and it's really weird. It's super, super hot, but that runs through my mind all the time. Like, what? Well, it wouldn't. It's not gonna happen, you idiot. But every once in a while, I'm sitting there somewhere. So I just, that's why I do a lot of squats, so I can jump out of the way like a frog. But, God. I think that's all I got tonight. Thank you all.